Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Ryan. Grab your coffee, settle in, because today's episode is one of those conversations that can literally change the next 10 years of your life. We're talking about how to build a $100,000 investment portfolio from zero. And I know the word zero hits hard because a lot of you listening right now are thinking, I don't make enough, I don't know where to start, investing is overwhelming. $100,000, that's impossible for me. But I promise you this, it's not only possible, it's predictable. We're going to break down the strategy, mindset, habits, psychology, and systems that build wealth even if you're starting with nothing. And if you're listening right now, I want you to drop a comment. What's your current portfolio size? 0? 500? 20K? Anything is welcome. We're building from where you are. All right, let's jump in.
Let me start with something real. Most people don't fail because they don't have enough money. They fail because they don't have the right system. Wealth isn't built with big income. It's built with small amounts, repeated consistently, using a system that compounds over time. $100,000 is not a rich people number. It's a math number. And today, I'm going to show you the math, the plan, and the mindset. Let's start with the most important element. 1. Financial stability first. Without stability, nothing works. Before you invest $1, you need what I call the Foundation 3. A small emergency fund, just $1,000 to $2,000, just enough to avoid panic. A stable monthly budget, not perfect, just predictable. And a dedicated investment account, so money doesn't mix with spending money. Why? Because you can't invest consistently if you're constantly putting out fires. Wealth doesn't grow in chaos. It grows in stability. Even Bezos said this once, systems build wealth, not motivation. Let's build your system.
The automatic wealth setup, the system that builds 100K alone. You ready? This section alone is worth the video. Most people invest manually. They wait for the right time. They try to time the market. They move money around emotionally. And that's why they never reach 100K. Wealthy people automate investing so it grows even when they forget. Here's your setup. First, open a brokerage account. Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity, Vanguard, whatever you prefer. Next, turn on automatic weekly contributions. $10, $25, $50, whatever you can. Weekly versus monthly because it keeps your brain emotionally comfortable. Next, invest automatically into VTI, S&P 500, QQQ, or total market index funds. Next, turn on DRIP, auto dividend reinvesting. That's it. If you automate this system, you don't need willpower, you don't need motivation, you don't need to time the dip. Your system builds your portfolio while you live your life.
The math behind $100,000 and why it's easier than you think. People hear 100K and freeze. But let me show you something. You can reach 100K investing $8 a day for 10 years, $50 a week for 10 years, $200 a month for 13 years, $300 a month for 10 years, $500 a month for 7 years. And if you increase contributions as your income grows, you get there much faster. Here's the wild part. If you stick to $150 to $300 a month, compounding does 70% of the work. Let me give you an example. Two friends, Mark and Lucas. Mark invests $100 every week starting at 25. Lucas invests $200 every week but starts at 35. Guess who ends up richer at 50? Mark, even though he invested half the money. Why? Time greater than money, always. Compounding is the closest thing to magic we have in finance. The mindset shift. You don't need more money, you need more consistency. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. Most people could invest $50 to $100 a week if they changed their priorities. People don't realize how much money they leak every month. Food delivery, subscriptions, weekend impulse spending, gadgets, convenience purchases, daily coffees, nails, hair, lashes, designer purchases. I've coached people who said, "I can't invest." Then the next day, "Look at my new iPhone." Building $100,000 isn't about income. It's about consistency. The habit of investing becomes wealth, not the amount. If you want a 100K portfolio, the question isn't how much money do I make? The real question is how much money do I keep and grow?
The 70-20-10 wealth allocation method. Here's the system I teach everyone who wants to reach 100K. 70% life expenses, rent, food, transport, your normal life. 20% investing. This is your portfolio builder. 10% growth. Courses, books, skills, certificates, anything that increases income. Why this works? The 20% grows your portfolio, the 10% increases your earning power, and the 70% keeps you stable. It's the perfect wealth engine. And if your life expenses are lower, even better, you reach 100K faster. What should you invest in? Here's the truth most finance influencers never say. You don't need 40 stocks. You don't need complicated charts. You don't need day trading. The 100K formula is simple. S&P 500, total stock market funds, QQQ, tech exposure, a couple of blue chip stocks. That's it. If you want to spice it up, add Bitcoin, 5 to 10%, add SMH for semiconductor exposure, add VTI for total diversification. But don't complicate it. Complexity kills consistency. Simplicity builds wealth.
The emotional side. The three enemies that stop people from reaching 100K. Most people don't fail financially because of money. They fail because of impatience. We're only at 3K. This is going too slow. Fear. What if the market crashes? Lifestyle creep. Now that I make more, I deserve more. The truth is, the market will crash. Your portfolio will drop. Your progress will feel slow. Your income will rise, but so will temptations. If you can emotionally handle these four things, you can reach 100K. Your nervous system is more important than your market knowledge. Wealth is emotional resilience. The real secret? You only need to do 3 things for 10 years. If you want a 100K portfolio, you don't need luck. You don't need genius. You don't need a 6-figure salary. You need to repeat 3 actions. Invest weekly, increase contributions yearly, and never cash out during fear. Do that for 10 years, even 8 years, and you won't just have 100K. You'll have a wealth identity, a stable financial foundation, confidence in the market, and a habit that can make you a millionaire later. This is not about numbers. It's about who you become while building it. All right, everyone, that was a big one. If you're starting from zero, I hope you walk away from this episode with one message. Zero is not a life sentence. Zero is a starting point. Every investor you admire, every millionaire, every person with a 100K portfolio, they all started the same way, with the first $10, $50, $100. Drop a comment. Where are you starting from? $0, $300, 22K? I read every comment, and your stories shape every new episode. Make sure you subscribe for more weekly episodes on wealth building, investing, financial psychology, and everything that builds long-term freedom. This is Ryan, and I'll see you in the next one.